Hello viewers, an exclusive done over video for the latest big time gaming edition called Kingmaker. Very interesting. You know, big time gaming will always come up with a new idea, and we have one here. You've got a Megaways, but not in the way you're all used to, with a maximum of 117649. In this case you've only got 5 reels, so you have a maximum with all 7 rows of 16,807 ways to win, and a minimum of 64 ways to win, as you will see. Now I know you like the RTP figures, people, and that is 96.65%. You can play from as little as 20 coins up to a maximum of £20 or €20. So we're going to put it on a flat stake of 1. You have wilds that appear on reels 2, 3, 4 and 5. There is no scrolling reel, as you can see. And those multipliers you can see on the left, I will come to in a minute. They are basically the 4 crystals. As you know, big time game always put the purple one as the highest pay, and indeed that's the case here. Then red, then blue and green, which is probably the same. We'll have a look at the pays. And indeed, no, the green is marginally less than the blue. So we've got 10 times bet for 5 of a kind purples. That's the highest pay. 0.7, there's a big drop to the red. 0.6, 0.5, and of course you'll have the card values 0.4 down to 0.3. Obviously they appear stacked, you can get more than one way. Now what happens when you get a 5 of a kind gem win? Its respective multiplier will increase without limit during the base game. So those pays you just saw for the gems will increase. And this is where it gets interesting. So obviously from that point, from there on in, if you've got say 3 5 of a kind purple gem wins, that multiplier will be times 3. And you'll get that to every subsequent spin in the base game where you get the 5 of a kind of that colour gem. So it's a cumulative feature. Now what happens, you need 3 scatters for 7 spins, 4 for 12 and 5 for 20. Now when you start the free spins, you actually get a multiplier on your free spins by adding all those up you've accrued in the base game. So let's say, for argument's sake, we've got all these gem wins up to 5x. We would start our free spins with a 20 times multiplier. You don't get extra spins, you get re-triggers in the same way as you triggered 7, 12 and 20 for 3, 4 and 5 scatters respectively. Free spin win multiplier increments with each 5 of a kind gem win. So basically you get increasing multiplier in the free spins for 5 of a kind gem win. So if you started at 20 in my example, you got 5 of a kind gems, you would go to 21 and so on and so on. So you can see the potential, because if you started at 20x, for example, like I could just give you, you'd actually have 200x for each way of the purple gem. And obviously that would also, for getting the 5 of a kind, add another multiplier. So your next gem would be 21x and so on. So that's how it works. And you also play all your free spins on maximum expanded reels. Like you do on Dragon Ball, when you get the free spins on that, you will play the full 7 rows on every reel. So without further ado, I'll just take you to the RTP so you can see it. I know you all love that. I have to go backwards and it will be here. There you go. 96.65 as I said. So we can play it at the euro. It's obviously going to be very volatile, but obviously you have significant potential. We've got the traditional sounds, you're used to them. The wilds, as I said, appear on 2, 3, 4 and 5. We get a green one there you go. The multiplier for the green gems, 5 of a kind, has now gone up to 2x. So if we started 3 spins now, we'd have a 5x multiplier to start with, 2, 1, 1 and 1. I'll show you the free spin scatter, which you need 3 or more of, and you've probably seen it already. It's a crown, Kingmaker crown, game logo. So obviously there is a progressive element to this, and You may find that some casinos won't let you play it on bonus, because obviously you could raise the multipliers and go back to it in real cash and trigger the free games. There's your scatter, your crown. So I'm going to leave it on autoplay. I'll come back to if there's any big wins, but obviously I want to demonstrate the feature as a reasonable win. I'll leave it on auto and come back to you when anything happens, which will most likely be when I trigger the free spins, because then I can tell you what multiplier I've begun with. Just a brief interlude here. I've got it on autoplay, and as you can see, the multipliers are starting to come now. I've got a total of 12. If I started the free spins now, I'd start on a 12x multiplier. As you can see, I've got 5, 2 3s and a 1. I've had 149 spins. I've had a few heart stoppers for the feature. In a way, it's bizarre, because you actually want the feature to hang back until you've got a higher multiplier. So just to reiterate, because it's a 5-reel game and you can have 2 to 7 rows, you've got a minimum of 32 ways of spin. I think I might have said 64 earlier because I'm so used to 6 reelers. But it's actually 32 to 16,807 ways. And obviously, as I said, you play all the free spins at maximum ways, 5 reels of 7 rows each. Yeah, so it's bizarre. You're sort of half hoping the multiplier go up quickly in case you trigger the free spins with a low multiplier. So that now makes the top pay one way of it, and the free spins 120x minimum, just for one line. And this is the first time I've played it, so it's new to me. Could get a red there. Yep, we've got the red multiplier up again. So you can imagine if you have to wait several hundred spins, you will have a quite high multiplier. But it's the first time I played it, so this will be my first feature when I do trigger it. Be interesting to see it. It's a very interesting mechanism. It's sort of a bit lower tech than most big time gaming slots. It's simple, it's brutal, it does what it says in the rules. Simple as that. You get those pays, you get those multipliers, and you get them added up in the free spins. Anyway, we'll see. We'll cut back in when we actually trigger the feature. Could get... No, we didn't quite get the red there. You only get 1 multiplier per way, so if you get 2 ways of reds fall in on one spin, it will only give you the 1x increase, obviously, because it makes sense, doesn't it? Could get a blue here. No. So you get a slow spin when you've got a chance of getting your 5 of a kind crystals, and obviously you get your slow spin when you get 2 crowns in view. The heart stopper, as we call it. So we're coming up to 200 spins now, and we have a 13x multiplier ready for when the free spins do trigger. I've got a feeling they won't be easy to trigger. That's the idea of a high volatility game. Red. No. Oh, I got the green, didn't I? Didn't see that, I was looking for the red. Could get it red here. Yep. See, that's 2 ways of reds, or 4 ways, but the multiplier's only gone up by 1, as you see. So that's a perfect example of that. Anyway, I shall cut back in when I trigger the elusive free spins. I'm expecting a good total when they do come, especially as you're playing on all the rows, so the maximum ways. Well, this is certainly a volatile game, because I've had I've had 350 spins now, and I'm down 280 times bet. So I would suggest quite confidently, although it's only a small sample, there's a lot of RTP tied up in the bonus round here, which we might get now. Come on. Yes, oh, there you go. That's a good time to cut in. Now we've got 7, 5, 12, 19x here. We start on 19x, we play on full reels. I'm looking forward to this, and we increase the multiplier every time we get 5 of a kind gems. We've only got 7 spins, so Let's see what happens here. Yeah, almost every win's going to be big, isn't it? But you haven't got many spins. You really need to get a re-trigger here, I would suggest. I mean, look at that. That's just 3 of a kinds, and I'm on. What, I've got about 40x there. Well, there you go. This is where your money lies in the bonus. It's actually going to be a very exciting bonus round, I must admit. Especially if you waited a while for it. Several hundred spins, you're on like a 25x or more. Come on, let's have some 5 of a kind crystals. Well, that'd be a big win, whatever it is. It ain't easy to trigger the feature, but it will be lucrative in a lot of cases. Wasn't here, I only got 75x. So if you like volatile, you'll love this game. Obviously, it's got similarities to Dragon Ball, which plays its 3 games at maximum ways, and obviously elements of Holy Diver, where you've got a progressive element or a cumulative element to your play, like where you can sacrifice the 1x or 2x free spins. So you've got elements of both those games, but does what it says in the tin. It's a simple mechanic rather, and it's brutal. But it's going to pay some players big, I can tell that by looking at the 3 games bonus. Just those silly little 3 of a kinds, look what they paid. So, yep. Looking forward to having a crack at this, and as ever, gamble responsibly, and see you with some more reviews in the near future. Thank you for watching.